Bike disc brakes work on the principle of friction to slow down or stop the bike. Here's a simplified explanation of how they work. Components. A disc brake system consists of a brake lever, brake caliper, brake pads, and a rotor, also called a brake disc. The rotor is typically mounted on the wheel hub, and the brake caliper is positioned above it. Hydraulic or mechanical operation. There are two main types of disc brakes: hydraulic and mechanical. In hydraulic disc brakes, the brake lever activates a hydraulic system that transfers force to the brake caliper. Mechanical disc brakes, on the other hand, use a cable to connect the brake lever directly to the caliper. Brake lever activation. When you squeeze the brake lever, it applies pressure to the hydraulic system or cable, which transmits this force to the brake caliper. Brake caliper and pads. The brake caliper houses one or more pistons, in hydraulic systems, or mechanical arms, in mechanical systems. When the force is applied, these pistons or arms move towards the rotor. Brake pads and rotor. The brake caliper contains brake pads, typically made of a high-friction material like composite or metallic compounds. As the pistons or arms move, the brake pads come into contact with the rotor. Friction and braking. When the brake pads make contact with the rotor, friction is created. This friction generates a resistive force that slows down the rotation of the rotor. The harder you squeeze the brake lever, the more pressure is applied, increasing the frictional force and stopping power. Release and reset. When you release the brake lever, the pressure on the brake caliper is relieved, allowing the brake pads to move away from the rotor. This allows the wheel to rotate freely again. Overall, the disc brake system provides reliable and consistent braking performance, particularly in wet conditions when compared to traditional rim brakes. It offers better modulation, meaning you can easily control the amount of braking force applied.